If your business is drowning in scattered documents, repeated questions, or hard-to-find information, then a good knowledge management software can make all the difference. In this video, we'll look at some of the best platforms out there, each with its own strengths. Whether you need AI-powered support, process documentation, developer-friendly wikis, or mobile-first knowledge sharing, by the end you'll know exactly which solution fits your team's needs. And as always, timestamps below this video, along with free trials and the latest discounts to all of these tools. So let's get started. 1. BoldDesk. BoldDesk, created by Syncfusion, brings ticketing, live chat, and a full AI-ready knowledge base into one web and mobile workspace, so agents and customers consult the same source of truth instead of hopping between disconnected apps. The knowledge base uses an AI writing assistant to draft articles, a predictive search that surfaces answers as users type, multilingual delivery that localizes pages automatically, and article-level analytics that reveal which answers still leave readers puzzled, all inside a branded custom domain portal. Editors work in a WYSIWYG or Markdown interface with version history, branching, and workflow approvals, while role-based permissions keep drafts, reviews, and published content clearly separated so nothing slips live before it is ready. Because the knowledge base sits beside the ticketing engine, BoldDesk can drop AI-suggested articles into outbound emails, summarize long conversations for new assignees, and let agents invoke Copilot commands that rewrite, translate, or sentiment-check replies without leaving the ticket view. Then feed the best answers back into the documentation library. Workflow automation listens for events such as ticket creation, status changes, or chat messages and triggers macros that update fields, notify teams, or escalate breaches. The system expanded through recent product updates that added approval flows, dashboard widgets, and omni-channel routing rules. At the center of this automation is BoldDesk AI. Copilot proposes complete responses that reference existing articles rather than generic web material. AI agents power a public chatbot that answers customers around the clock, generative search rewrites queries into intent phrases for higher relevance, and a custom prompt engine lets administrators build new AI actions without code. The platform plugs into the wider stack through two-way integrations with Slack, MailChimp, Zapier, WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. There is also a growing marketplace that also lists Azure AD, Jira, Salesforce, and Shopify. Data security follows the SOC 2 Type 2 framework, and BoldDesk's audit trail, SAML, SSO options, and granular permission model aim to satisfy compliance teams that need traceability as well as ease of use. For businesses that want a knowledge management layer tightly interwoven with omnichannel support, infused with generative AI, yet governed by enterprise security controls, BoldDesk offers a compelling middle road between traditional helpdesk suites and document-only wikis, turning every solved ticket into continuously improving self-service content. User feedback is upbeat. Reviewers praise the modern interface and quick setup, while comparison grids show it scoring higher than Zendesk on ease of administration and knowledge base quality, and peer platforms cite affordability and native AI as differentiators, even as they note the ecosystem is younger than long-established rivals. Pricing plans start at $12 per agent per month. Below this video is a link to BoldDesk 15-day free trial with no credit card required. 2. Coda. Coda is an all-in-one workspace that feels like a document but works like an app. It brings together the flexibility of a document, the power of a spreadsheet, and the structure of a database all in one place. If you've ever wished your team's notes, tasks, tables, and workflows could actually talk to each other, Coda makes that possible. Everything lives on a single canvas, and instead of jumping between a dozen different tools, you can build custom solutions right inside a doc. The way it works is pretty intuitive. You start with pages that you can nest as deep as you want, perfect for keeping ideas organized. Then you add tables that are linked together, so when you update information in one spot, it updates everywhere else too. You also get a powerful formula language that connects all the moving parts: buttons, automations, filters, controls, without needing to write any code. That's how you can go from writing a simple meeting note to building a full CRM or project tracker inside the same doc. One of the things that makes Coda stand out is how well it connects with the tools you already use. It has these things called packs, which are like plugins that bring in data from platforms like Slack, Salesforce, Jira, Gmail, Google Calendar, and even Snowflake. You can create automations based on triggers, like when a row changes or a webhook fires, and then set it to send a message, update a record, or run an API call. It basically becomes the glue between all your systems, turning your doc into a command center. On top of all that, Coda's AI adds another layer of power. It can help you write, summarize, and analyze your content right inside the document. You can talk to it like a chatbot, or you can use AI columns to generate insights row by row. There's even an AI block where you can drop in open-ended prompts and let it work with your actual data. The best part is that the AI knows what's in your tables, so the responses are grounded in your own content, not just generic answers. For companies focused on security, Coda meets all the key standards like SOC 2 Type 2 and ISO certifications, and it offers things like single sign-on, audit logs, and role-based access. Compared to tools like Notion, people often say Coda isn't quite as sleek on mobile, but it's much more powerful when it comes to data, formulas, and automation. If your team deals with complex workflows or needs to connect multiple systems, Coda gives you the depth to build exactly what you need without having to hire developers or juggle 5 different tools. Coda uses a freemium pricing model, which means you can try it out with no pressure. If you're a small team, the free version is probably enough to get started. Once you're ready for more advanced features like unlimited AI or admin controls, paid plans start at around $12 per month. Third, capacity. If you're looking for a smart way to manage and share knowledge across your team, Capacity might be exactly what you need. It's a secure, AI-native platform designed to help you save time, cut down on repetitive tasks, and work more efficiently. What makes Capacity different is that it's built with artificial intelligence at the core, not just as an add-on. That means it doesn't just store information, it actively helps you find it, understand it, and act on it. With Capacity, you don't need to be a developer to create helpful support experiences for your team or customers. It connects with over 200 third-party apps, so it fits right into your existing tech stack without making things more complicated. Whether you're using Salesforce, Google Drive, SharePoint, OneDrive, or dozens of other systems, Capacity pulls all that scattered data into one place. What makes it stand out is the Capacity Answer Engine. This tool lets you ask a question in plain English and instantly get an answer, pulled from your internal documentation, videos, PDFs, spreadsheets, audio files, or any of the systems you already use. It's fast, intuitive, and even shows you exactly where the answer came from, so you can verify or dive deeper if needed. Whether you're asking how to troubleshoot a product, find internal HR policies, or get customer service procedures, it pulls the right information in just seconds. What's cool is that it works across your communication tools too. You can ask questions directly from Slack, Microsoft Teams, or other places where your team is already chatting, and it responds like a human would with a clear answer and the source behind it. At the end of the day, Capacity isn't just about storing knowledge. It's about putting it to work instantly, whenever and wherever you need it. If you're tired of lost time, disconnected systems, or repeated questions, this could be the AI assistant your team's been waiting for. Fourth, Scribe. Scribe is a tool that helps you instantly turn any process into a step-by-step guide, making it easy to capture and share how work gets done across your business. Instead of spending hours writing instructions or creating documentation, you just hit record, walk through your process, and Scribe does the rest. It automatically builds a visual guide with screenshots and text, showing each step clearly so anyone on your team can follow along. You can use Scribe for all kinds of things, like onboarding new employees, explaining how to use tools, building out SOPs, or training customers. It's great for answering those everyday questions like, how do I create an invoice? Or how do I update a contact in the CRM? Once those tasks are recorded as a scribe, anyone on your team can find the answer in seconds. Getting started is simple. You click the browser extension and start capturing. As you go through a task, Scribe tracks your clicks and inputs, then instantly turns them into a visual document. After recording, you can fine-tune your guide by editing steps, changing the title, or updating the description. You can crop or annotate screenshots, move the click target, redact private info, or rearrange the order of steps if you want to improve clarity. Sharing is easy too. You can copy a link, embed your guide into other tools, or export it in different formats. If you update a scribe later, it automatically syncs, so you never have to worry about version control. You also get detailed insights, like who viewed your guide, how far they got, and how long they spent on it. Scribe gives you 2 ways to document. You have individual scribes for simple tasks and pages if you want to combine multiple scribes with added content like headers, images, or videos. Pages work well for things like help centers, onboarding flows, or software rollouts where related tasks live together in one place. One of the best parts is how easy it is for teammates to find what they need. The Sidekick feature in the extension shows all the guides related to whatever site or tool you're currently using. You just click it, and your process documents appear in a panel on the side of your screen, ready to follow in real time. Scribe saves you time, reduces confusion, and makes it way easier to keep your team aligned. Whether you're a small business or a large enterprise, it helps you share know-how without the hassle of traditional documentation. You can get started right away at scribehow.com and start making your processes easy to follow for everyone. 5. ArchBee. ArchBee is a modern documentation platform that brings together your internal wiki, company knowledge base, and public-facing docs in one cloud-based workspace. What makes it stand out is how it blends clean design with powerful tools made for both business and engineering teams. You get real-time collaboration, smart search, and flexible publishing all wrapped in one system that works out of the box. The multiplayer editor supports live editing, inline comments, and even merge approvals, so your whole team can contribute without stepping on each other's work. Whether you're making quick edits in the browser or syncing content from GitHub, everything stays in one place. You can write in Markdown or use the visual editor, whichever fits your workflow best. If you're part of a technical team, you'll really appreciate how developer-friendly it is. ArchBee supports importing OpenAPI and GraphQL schemas, which means it can automatically turn your API definitions into live documentation with code examples. It also syncs with GitHub in both directions, so your docs stay in step with your actual codebase. They've even added a Chrome extension that lets you quickly capture and publish content as you browse, which is super helpful for fast-moving product teams. Customization is easy too. ArchBee gives you over 30 different content blocks, like diagrams, changelogs, and reusable components, so you can build branded portals that look and feel like your own site. You can publish docs under your domain or even embed them inside your app as contextual help, and with variables and display logic, a single doc can adapt to different audiences depending on who's viewing it. AI is woven into nearly every part of the platform. The AI writing assistant can help you draft, polish, or summarize text. There's also an AI-powered chatbot that can answer questions based on your entire doc library, and new translation features make it easy to serve international users in their native language. It also plays well with other tools. ArchBee integrates with Slack, Jira, Figma, and Airtable, and you can manage user access through Google, Microsoft, or enterprise SAML-based logins. Everything runs on secure AWS infrastructure with encryption in transit and at rest, and admins get detailed audit logs and role-based permissions for added peace of mind. Overall, ArchBee gives you a well-balanced mix of structure, flexibility, and smart automation. If you need a place to manage SOPs, technical documentation, and customer-facing content all while staying in sync with your product and code, ArchBee is a solid choice that bridges the gap between traditional wikis and specialized developer platforms. For pricing, ArchBee starts at $50 per month. The platform offers our audience a full-featured 14-day free trial, offering a solid opportunity to test its extensive features before committing. 6. Docsie. Docsie is an AI-powered knowledge management platform that helps you centralize documentation, standard operating procedures, internal guides, and help content, all in one place. It gives you the tools to create a single source of truth that can be shared as a public portal or kept private for your team, without switching platforms or juggling multiple versions. Inside Docsie, everything is organized in a tree structure that lets you nest pages as deeply as you want. That structure is backed by a semantic search engine, so instead of scrolling through a list of pages, you get direct, relevant answers. Ghost AI handles automatic translation, so your content can reach global audiences without the need to manually duplicate and rewrite it in different languages. When you're creating content, you use a collaborative editor right in your browser. You can set up review stages, track different versions, and even branch off into drafts without losing past edits. Feedback is baked into the process, so readers can leave comments or questions that stay linked to the exact spot they're referring to. It keeps your workflow smooth from draft to final publish. Doxie's AI features also step in to help you write faster. You can give a short prompt and let the system draft a full article, or you can ask it to simplify, rewrite, or adjust the tone of existing text. Each published page comes with a smart chatbot that reads the content and answers user questions in real time, so your documentation becomes interactive and helpful instead of just static text. Analytics help you stay ahead of the curve. You can see what your audience is searching for, what they can't find, and how they rate each page. That insight helps you fill gaps before they lead to support tickets. And if something does need attention, you can route that information directly to your team in Slack, or turn it into a ticket in Zendesk or Jira. Docsie integrates with the tools your team already uses. You can connect it to Slack, Zapier, WordPress, GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, and more. That means you can publish updates straight from your codebase, push release notes to your team chat, or automate repetitive workflows without copy-pasting anything. Security and governance are covered too. You can publish under your own domain with SSL, control who can see or edit each part of your workspace, and meet compliance standards with detailed audit logs and support for SAML or token-based authentication. People really like using Docsie. It gets high marks on platforms like G2 and Capterra for being easier to use than some competitors like Document 360, while still offering strong support and AI capabilities. 7th, Taskade. Taskade is a flexible, all-in-one workspace where your team can manage tasks, take notes, and share knowledge in real time. It's designed to feel like a second brain for your organization, combining structured project views with live chat and collaboration so everyone stays on the same page. You can use the web app, desktop, or mobile, and everything stays in sync instantly, so updates made by one teammate show up for everyone else right away. It's perfect for remote teams that want to work together as if they're sitting in the same room. Inside each project, you can jump into a video call, collaborate in the same doc, and check off tasks while you talk. There's no time limit on meetings, and everything you need, from notes to assignments, is right in front of you during the conversation. You also get built-in chat with mentions and reactions, all kept in the same workspace as your work, so you don't have to switch between tabs or lose context. Taskade really shines with its multiple project views. You can flip between a task list, Kanban board, calendar, or even a visual mind map without duplicating anything. If you move a task in one view, it updates everywhere. The mind map view is a favorite among users because it helps turn complex ideas into visual flows while still keeping task details like due dates and statuses intact. It's a rare mix of creativity and structure that helps teams organize their thoughts while staying productive. One of the most unique features of Taskade is its AI agents. These smart helpers can write content, summarize notes, research ideas, and even assign tasks automatically. You can summon them with a quick command to brainstorm ideas, translate text, or draft entire project plans in seconds. Some users even chain together different agents, for example, one that structures content followed by another that applies a specific writing tone to generate polished documents fast. It's like having extra team members who learn from how you work. Taskade also supports automation across your entire workflow. It connects with tools like Slack, Gmail, and Typeform, and you can build automated flows where a new form submission creates a project, assigns tasks, and even notifies your team in chat. This turns Taskade from just a to-do list into a true automation engine for your business. There's a wide range of templates available too, covering everything from product planning and meeting notes to SOPs and onboarding guides. You can use Taskade not just for managing projects, but also for storing long-form documentation and team knowledge in one place. You can publish workspaces as read-only pages or embed them elsewhere, so your team or clients can access the information they need without leaving your ecosystem. Users praise the AI features, mind map view, and overall smooth experience. Some users still want more native integrations, but many feel that Taskade's chat, automation, and project flexibility give it an edge over more complex platforms like ClickUp or Notion, especially for teams that want to get things done without piecing together multiple tools. If your team is looking for a smart, fast, and connected way to manage work, Taskade offers a unique environment where tasks, knowledge, and communication live side by side. You can start with a simple idea and turn it into a full-blown system that runs much of your day-to-day operations, all in one app. Below this video in the description is a free tier that gives you a lot to work with. Many users say the pricing is reasonable compared to bigger tools, especially given the speed and flexibility Taskade offers. 8. Connecteam. Connecteam is a user-friendly platform that helps you keep all your company's information, updates, and communication tools in one place, making it easier to run your business and support your team. Its knowledge base feature acts as a central hub where you can store and organize anything from company protocols and training materials to welcome kits and internal documents, all accessible in just a few taps. Setting it up is easy. You start by adding the knowledge base from the Communication Tools section inside Connecteam, name your space, and begin building folders to organize content. You can create sections like HR policies, safety procedures, or sales resources, and even add subfolders to keep everything neat. If you use the same structure repeatedly, you can save it as a template and reuse it across different departments or teams. One of the best parts is that everything is mobile optimized, so your employees can access the knowledge base right from their phones. You can control who sees what using smart groups, which automatically assign access to users based on roles or departments. That way, each team member gets only the information that's relevant to them without you having to manage visibility manually. When it comes to adding content, you've got options. Drop in text, links, PDFs, images, and more, all from inside a clean, easy-to-use editor. You can copy content from Word or Google Docs or create it from scratch with standard formatting tools. Everything you add is searchable. Connecteam's search bar scans not just titles, but the actual content inside files and documents. So when someone types a keyword, they'll get exactly what they need without having to dig. You can customize the look and feel of your knowledge base, change the name, choose a color, and set an icon to match your company branding. You can even create multiple knowledge bases for different teams, like marketing, operations, or onboarding, so everyone has their own space without overlap. But Connecteam doesn't stop at just organizing documents. It also lets you push updates to your team through the built-in updates feature. Whether it's a critical announcement or a lighthearted birthday shout-out, you can use templates or create your own. You can attach files, videos, images, and even GIFs, then choose who receives it, either a smart group, specific individuals, or your whole team. You can publish immediately, schedule for later, or send it as a push notification or pop-up. You can even track who viewed it and export that data if needed. On top of that, there's a chat feature that replaces tools like Slack, letting you manage real-time conversations and channels directly inside Connecteam. Connecteam is free to try and stays free for teams of up to 10 people, making it a no-brainer if you're just getting started or looking to improve how your team accesses internal information. It's customizable, easy to learn, and designed to grow with you. 9. NinjaOne. NinjaOne approaches knowledge management from the viewpoint of frontline IT teams, weaving a dedicated documentation module directly into the same cloud console that already handles remote monitoring, patching, backup, and ticketing. So technicians never have to shuttle between disparate apps to find answers or fix endpoints. Inside that module, information lives in customizable templates that accommodate more than 20 field types, allowing teams to capture everything from network diagrams to vendor contacts in a structured way that stays consistent across clients and sites. Templates can be cloned or modified on the fly, and relationship mapping links individual documents to specific devices, users, or locations, giving technicians instant context when they open a ticket or look at an asset record. Sensitive data such as passwords or license keys can be stored in encrypted credential vaults within the same workspace, reducing the risk of scattered spreadsheets or unsecured notes. Because documentation shares a database with device inventory and the service desk module, agents can surface the correct runbook or standard operating procedure as they type a reply, embed live asset metrics in an article, or trigger an automation that updates both the knowledge base and the endpoint simultaneously, all without leaving one tab. NinjaOne's scripting and policy engine can even auto-generate new documents when a device joins the network, or refresh existing ones after a patch cycle, keeping knowledge evergreen with minimal manual effort. Automation extends beyond documentation. Patch intelligence. AI analyses vendor release notes and community chatter to highlight risky updates and recommend deferrals, blending human tribal know-how with machine insights that flow back into the documentation library as annotated patch records. The same platform offers secure remote access, alerting, backup, and endpoint analytics, so lessons learned in one module feed the others, turning the knowledge base into a living feedback loop rather than a static wiki. Bonus: Softr. Softr lets you build a fully functional, custom knowledge base without needing to write a single line of code. It's designed to help you create a centralized hub where your team can easily find and share information. Everything is searchable, secure, and customizable, and the whole thing can be up and running in just a few minutes. You start by choosing a ready-made knowledge base template that Softr provides. You can preview it, explore the layout, impersonate different roles like an employee or manager, and see exactly how the app would look and work for different users. Once you're ready, you simply install the template into your own Softr account and connect it to a back-end database. Most people use Airtable, but Softr also supports over a dozen other data sources. The real magic happens in the way Softr separates the front end from the back end. Your data lives in Airtable, while the interface and experience are handled in Softr. This means you can make updates to your content, add or edit documents, and even manage user roles without ever leaving the no-code environment. It's a live two-way sync, so everything stays updated instantly. What's especially powerful is the role-based visibility. You can control who sees what based on their role. For example, employees might only see things like product FAQs or HR documents, while managers get access to financial reports, leadership resources, and internal strategy files. Inside the knowledge base, users can browse through collections, open files, follow links to training videos, ask questions, and even comment on specific documents. It's interactive and collaborative, helping your team work together without needing another tool for chat or file sharing. You can even include download buttons, embed videos, and organize everything into categories, so it's easy to navigate. Once you've set up the template and linked it to your data source, you can customize everything: pages, layouts, user permissions, branding, and more. You decide who can access each page or section and how different elements appear to different groups. Deploying your app is simple too. You just invite your team by adding them to your Airtable base, assign their roles, and choose how they log in, via password, email code, or magic link. In short, Softr takes all the pain out of building a knowledge base. You get a clean, powerful front end connected to your real data, role-based access, and full customization, all with zero coding.